Shut it, Tox. Shut it. God damn it. Fucking asshole.
We're gonna start with smiling.
Smiling, not
You know, we don't wanna-
snickering. This is why we can't have good video. BRG Podcast, episode 51 for December 26, 2016. This is our wonderful year-end predictions episode, and this episode is brought to you by our wonderful patrons over at patreon.com. And a special shout out to one of our high-tier, super cool and awesome patrons, Lynn's, as well as her brother Dana, who never wants to come on with us for some reason. I don't know why. So guys, we appreciate the Patreon support. You guys are wonderful for it. Thank you so very much. Hey guys, as you can see already, things are a little bit different here. The format's a little bit different, partly because I'm just really fucking lazy. So let's get that right off the top. Since it's year end, we're actually gonna be doing a little downtime and to fill the space, we're gonna be doing some recordings here, stuff like the predictions episode. So what we're going to do here is we're actually going to have predictions from all of us regarding what we think is going to come up for 2017. We're asking everybody to have 2 predictions. So the first one is going to be the safer, more likely prediction, what's going to happen next year. So it could be game releases or events or whatnot. I'm hoping the guys will be not too predictable. And then there's going to be what we call the stretch prediction, I don't know if this is going to happen, but if it did, it would be really cool. So that's what we're going to go into. So what we're going to do is we're going to start off with doing the likely predictions. But first things first, going around the board real quick. Right here, right off to my left, my beautiful wife. You've seen her many times. My love, my Carolyn.
Hi.
My Leia. And then right next to us on the other side here is Lynn's. My other beautiful wife. She's the one that admit it. Long distance relationships are hard.
Mm-hmm. They are.
And then right directly above my head, we've got our co-host, Kirok.
Hello.
And then if Kirok looks to his right, that's Tox. And every time Tox turns to his left, his nose
turning
gets...
the wrong way, am I?
Oh, yeah, you turn the right way, but then your nose gets cut off because you're kind of off frame a bit.
That and the fact that my nose is massive?
Well, I wasn't going to say anything.
I mean, I wasn't going to go there, but, whatever. Anyways, so guys, how are you all doing this fine evening?
Awake.
Yeah! Yeah, thanks for waking up and joining us for this here, Mr. Co-host.
No problem.
We did have plans to have more people on. We were trying to do, guys, we were trying to get other past guest hosts on. We had a couple of people that were going to join us. Unfortunately, they couldn't make it. For unknown reasons, they're horrible people for it. We will shun them forever, or until they make it up to us somehow with, I don't know, pastries or sex or pastry sex. I don't know. What? It's really sweet sex.
Talks just like, yeah, I'm out of here.
Anyways, so to dive on into this, we're going to go ahead and start off with our likely predictions. Who is fearless enough to go ahead and go first?
I'll go first.
All right, go for it.
All right. Okay. Oh, okay. So this prediction is my what's the more than likely seriously to happen?
Yes.
And it's kind of like a 2-part prediction actually, but it's still
Okay.
one. It's together. I believe in 2017, Vivendi will buy out Ubisoft.
Ooh, harsh.
Yeah, I think it'll be a friendly takeover, and the 2-part or the second part of it is I believe that if that does happen, or I think I think it's likely going to happen, that it may spell disaster for certain games that are on the are on the drawing board, and I think one of those games might be Beyond Good and Evil 2. And I really, really hate the thought of that because I love Beyond Good and Evil, but that's my prediction for 2017.
All right. Tox, what are your thoughts on that? Think it's going to be right? Think it's going to be wrong?
That's actually diving into an area that I haven't paid much attention to, so I can't say.
Can't say. Lynn's thoughts?
I'll second it. It's quite likely, I think, that Vivendi will acquire.
I think so.
So, like I said, it is a two-parter, really. What do you think about, like, do you think I have any valid reason to believe that if that does happen, UB is going to eventually, like, cut off the second version of Beyond Good and Evil?
I don't know anything about Beyond Good and Evil specifically, but generally with business acquisitions, something always gets chopped. So, yeah, definitely that, maybe some others.
Maybe some others. I haven't actually taken the time to look and see what else is on the go for them. But realistically, for me, I mentioned that one because to me, that's the one that matters. Like I'm a big fan of the original. So
the thing about this is they gobbled up UB's little sister mobile gaming thing, and they keep acquiring. Yeah, they keep acquiring more and more shares of Ubisoft, and that really didn't help with the fact that the C-level executives and directors all dumped a bunch of this stock on an insider trading deal, and that's all right to vote stock right there. So
yeah,
there's that.
There's that, exactly, and I'm thinking that actually might be more the reason why this will actually happen in 2017. So.
I think it's gonna be likely to call it a friendly takeover. I personally look at this as like, Ubisoft has got its legs up to about its navel into the snake-like mouth of Vivendi, and it's just slowly kind of walking its jaw up their body. So I'm not really sure how friendly this is.
Well, I think friendly with everyone, so yeah. It's gonna be hostile.
To show you how much I love you.
Yeah, we're just gonna slowly eat you alive. Your toes will be starting to be eaten up by the stomach by the time we get to your head, but don't worry about it. It'll be good. No, I think that's a good likely scenario, and I didn't really even think about the fallout from that. All I know about Vivendi is I believe it was, I want to say Activision, that ended up buying themselves out from under Vivendi a while back. But there has not been a lot of love in that world, so we'll see how that goes. So there we go. Let's go. Let's go counterclockwise. Tox. You got a likely prediction? I can see him frantically going through the web trying to find something. Shit's gonna come out next year.
Yeah. I think VR is gonna continue to strive too. I don't really have anything as deep as Kurux did.
Oh.
I do believe that VR is finally here to stay.
Yeah.
And I have my stretch prediction kind of goes down a little bit, but VR is definitely a thing. There's still, I think we've just kind of seen the first little turn of it. And there's a lot more there. Lynn's Teledodonics.
No. I did not bring any twerk butt predictions with me. But oddly enough, mine does have to do with VR as well. I believe that the Fallout 4 VR is going to be delayed. 2018 soonest. Currently, the projection is that it's going to be released by the end of June 2017. And knowing the game as well as I do, and after a couple of stutters in VR picking up, I think that development is going to take us into 2018 before end users see a demo of the Fallout 4 VR.
As VR.
Really? That far out?
Wow.
Yeah. There is a demo, but not one for end
dying.
users.
Okay, I'm dying for that. I bought
you just broke Kurok's heart, I can tell.
Yeah, I bought Fallout 4, and then as soon as I learned that they were redoing it to come out in VR, I decided I'm not playing it, and I haven't played it. I bought this game and it's just sitting there.
I need to have camera control. I need to zoom on Kira. I want to see a little tear coming off of his eye right now.
You need to get that emoji and pop that right over his face in that moment. Just the little face with the single tear.
I love that. That's perfect.
Do a little research, though. I'm not sure that the entire game is going to be available in VR, even in the full VR version, so you might actually be able to start playing it.
So you're thinking it might not be, like the whole game may not be VR. It may have sections or parts of it that are VR.
I think there's going to be like a VR DLC, basically, of the game. And I'm basing that off of an interview, and I can't remember where I read it. But when I find it, I'm going to send it straight to you.
Oh, I could have sworn they said the whole game would be in VR, but then
I can't. That would be an amazing feat.
So Lynn's
I think that was at E3 on stage, but it was a while ago.
Just to recap here, Lynn's is predicting that Fallout 4 is going to be delayed. That's only going to be segments of Fallout 4, DLC of Fallout 4, and has firmly broken Kirok's heart right off the bat. Talks your feelings on that. Is Lynn's a heartbreaker?
Hang on. Let me see if this works. Hang on. You see it?
Yeah, I see it. I see it. Oh,
Does it work? Did it work? It worked,
Yes.
right?
That was amazing.
All right.
There we go.
Oh,
Talks,
man.
have you played Fallout 4? Do you follow it at all?
I have not played Fallout 4, although it is something that I'm actually kind of surprised I haven't. But like my gaming lately has been, you know, a bunch of BRGers playing Rocket League, so I'd go play Rocket League with them. And that's really.
And you're a little bit behind on the content coming
that
out.
in Minecraft.
I'm 140 hours into it.
Really? Wow.
Jesus.
Fantastic. Great
It
game.
looks like such a fun game, but just like I try to start playing GTA 5 because Dano so kindly gifted it to me. And it seems like a fun game, but it's just I just haven't had the gumption of the time to sit down and start playing out these different things. I did the first little racing thing they did, and I immediately got pulled back into that very old feeling of, okay, I need to win the goddamn race, and I really am not having fun anymore. But by God, I need to win this goddamn race, and smug asshole. It's like I don't know if I want to get caught into this again.
I
so
never played the campaign for GTA 5. I have it because Zero gifted it to me, and I only play when BRG plays.
Well, I was figuring.
And I would imagine that's why Dano gifted it to you, so that you could only play when BRG plays.
I was gonna say, I honestly, my intention was to play it when you guys play, but to just play it a little bit to get familiar with the controls, which are a little bit kludgy clunky for me, but you know, getting a feel for it. But yeah, now that I can Fallout 4, it's like this is a really awesome game. I really kind of want to play it a lot, but I don't know. If I go playing it now, am I gonna ruin something when VR finally comes around?
I'm gonna
See, that's what I'm thinking too. If I play it now, am I gonna ruin something when the VR releases?
Yeah, well, I mean, my hope was it would be the whole game in VR.
In relation to the actual story in the game, yeah, that could be. I don't know how they're going to integrate. If it is going to be the full thing, I'm going to look up. Some stuff.
Okay.
I'll update you guys.
Lynn wants to find a way to twist the dagger a little bit in your back there, Kirok. My loving wife, my dear. What do you think is going to happen next year? Something tangible in gaming.
Since Linz didn't go there, I guess I'm going to have to.
Uh-oh.
I predict that VR porn and teledildonics are going to really take a foothold and become very widespread.
Would be a different kind of foothold?
It would be a different kind of hold, but I think I'd blow our rating. Maybe a hair hold?
Well, there you go. Linz, your thoughts on this?
Hey, Linz, you see that mud you just sidestepped? I'm gonna drag you into it.
I think she's right. I think she's absolutely right. Especially because there is a prevalence of like long distance relationships are becoming more of a regular thing, and you hear about them more now. All the like advice columns, and you got YouTubers that are in long distance relationships that are like vlogging their long distance relationship and all this stuff. And one of the solutions to kind of ease the pain of being far away from each other is teledildonics. You know, you got the his and hers toys that communicate with each other over Wi-Fi and stuff like that.
I remember that video. That was a very odd video.
Yeah. So, you know, that along with people who are hashtag forever alone, who might need a virtual. You know, why wouldn't VR porn take off?
Absolutely. Now, Kirok, I'm going to throw this to you, but I'm going to actually throw this to you with a little bit of a twist. In the idea of Carolyn saying it's going to take off, are we going to see it take off in kind of proprietary VR stuff, or are we going to see VR compatible stuff for Vive and Oculus and PlayStation?
So okay, this is funny because it gets into my second topic for today's show.
Well, try to avoid. We'll get there.
I would say you probably get VR compatible stuff. It's pretty much what I'm going to talk about afterwards.
Because I would have argued proprietary.
I would think they have to put out their own stuff because nobody want to.
No, I don't. I think it'll be third party. Like obviously, it'll be third party stuff.
We're not going to see teledildonics for Vive anytime soon. At least not in 2017.
It all depends on who, I guess, what company out there that already makes adult type of toys gets into it, right? All you need is one that's already making stuff to just all of a sudden say, hey, why don't we try and make something that works for VR?
Talks.
And then we'll see.
Tell me why Kirok's wrong.
I can't believe this topic. Go ahead.
My brain is processing things a little bit slowly, but I'm just trying to think of like, doesn't Nintendo do something about not necessarily porn, but their gizmos and gadgets and their all little controllers? There's something in my brain that's trying to come out and it's just not.
I'm just imagining one of those like Nintendo Wii where you have the tennis racket and like one has a dildo.
Yeah.
You put the Wii into.
Hang on. We know that they're not making any adult
stuff.
Nintendo.
I'm just saying, if you ever play VR, like I played the Vive, and you have the controls in your hand, it knows where your hands are, and you actually see like a gun in your hand. I'm just saying you can project anything into your hand.
Yeah. Yeah, with VR, true, yes. If you're trying to hit other things, you might need something like a
bludgeon with a dildo.
External drum kit or something like that.
Level up. I got the black one. Okay. So we're all in agreement here. Likely, we're gonna see a lot more VR porn coming up in the new year, which I know not a terrible shock of sorts, but nevertheless. All right.
What did you say about Betamax?
God, I'm still sick. By the way, I'm sorry.
Oh my goodness.
And laughing just incites it, and my glasses are fogging up. So my likely prediction here is a little more mundane than my wife's, strangely enough. My prediction is that the NX is going to be delayed beyond its March date.
March release. Yeah.
And it's going to sell kind of modestly at best. It's not going to be some crash runaway hit. So that's my prediction. What do you think, sweetie? You're just going to go with that? Yeah.
I think you're right that the NX is not going to be some sort of smash hit.
I feel like it's just too... It may be a great idea, but it feels like that there are times when you step into the gap between mobile and not mobile, that you're stepping into a void, and that people aren't really going to get it, understand it, know how to really think about it, and because of that, they're going to be hesitant to really dive into it. And that's both for...
Look at Windows 8.
yeah, for people buying as well as people trying to produce content for it. Yeah, right now, game people want to be able to create a game that they can just port to PC, to Xbox, to PlayStation 2. Oh, wait, no, this one works really different. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't know.
it feels
I
more
don't
like
know.
a
Definitely like
novelty item. Yeah.
Well, okay. There are a few of us that game where I work, and after that, it's already been announced and people have seen videos and all that. I've asked these few people at work that play, and I said, "Hey, are you getting one?" And the answers were like there was like 3 or 4 of them that were like, "Yes, yes, yes." So it was almost like they didn't think. But then again, I guess they were Nintendo fans because right, like some people are Nintendo babies. I never ever the first Nintendo product I ever had was with that Game Watch thing. We had it on one of our episodes. And then console, my first Nintendo console was the GameCube. But
Okay.
I don't know, where basically based on the small exposure that I tested, I think it's going to be a popular thing. I think it's going to do really well.
So you're against me. Lynn's
I'm against you. Yeah, I think it's going to do really well.
Okay. So we'll go back to this episode later and do a tally. Okay.
Yeah, we will. Okay.
Here's Warp's predictions. There's 1 nay, 3 yays, and we'll see how well we do on that. All right. So that's all of our predictions. We got everybody on the likely predictions, right? All right.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
just a real quick pause here, guys. Not an official ad break per se, but a quick break of sorts. I just want to remind you guys that this podcast is part of Ball Rock Gaming. Ball Rock Gaming is our wonderful community that we love to get together and do fun things. And to give you an idea of that, we have a couple of events coming up. We've got Shadow Travels update. I have no idea what this is about, Linz. You fill me in?
Okay, let me just take over, all right?
Shadow Travels.
You don't know what you're talking about.
I don't.
On December the 17th at 7 p.m. Eastern, we're doing the building game. Seth Bling's the building game. So come out and join us if you're not part of us yet.
Wait. Hold on. You're talking about the past here. As of right now, it's the 26th of December.
Oh yes,
crap.
That's right.
Ah! You've just ruined it!
You ruined everything
You
I
ruined
wanted
it.
to talk about. I hope that you guys had fun at the building game, and I hope that you had fun at our GTA Snow Day. If you didn't know about it, that's why you should be a member. Shatter Travels is a new series that BRG is going to start at the end of January. So if you are interested in a semi-long running Minecraft series, a little bit of role play, and a whole lot of secrets, come out and join us for that. We'll have a meeting about it.
Tempting.
On New Year's.
So tempting.
Yeah, but early, so
Early, yes.
pre-drunk.
Before the party.
Yeah.
Party. Been listening to too much Tokyo Machine.
and then there's the one I'm excited about, Linz, which is the Fractured Space review.
Yes.
Is this the roundtable part of it?
This is the roundtable part of it. We will be getting together everyone who participated in the testing and torture of the free-to-play game Fractured Space is going to get together and do a roundtable review, talk about what we liked, what we didn't like, and also not just the free part of it. We are going to talk about the value of the paid DLC that is part of that free-to-play game.
Now this was kind of the first of the. What were we naming it?
It was originally the Unrecommendables.
Yeah, and then we changed it.
Yeah, someone said that's too negative. You should change the name.
So there you go. So now it's what Freeview or
Freeview.
Thank you.
With some sort of capitalization.
Yes. So and like I said, guys, this is what BRG is all about. This is what the Patreon money goes to help us facilitate events and whatnot. And we're gonna be doing a lot more of that now. We realize that we're just loaded with money. No, I'm kidding. Yeah, no, but it helps out a lot, guys. This will allow us to do a lot of events like this. Sometimes we need to pay for a server for an event, or if we need to have somebody who doesn't have the game, they want to get things like that, so that we can create content that you'll occasionally see coming up on this this channel. And things like the free view is really great because it's a really great opportunity for collaboration, people getting together and having fun. So definitely look forward to more of that. All right, so now we get into the deeper, darker hopes and dreams, the stretch predictions, things that may happen in 2017. I'd like to see happen in 2017. So let's see here. Who's going to kick it off?
I'll do it.
Go for it.
Okay. This is not, by the way, you did not put in the stipulation of things that we hoped to see. So this is not something that I hope to see. It's just something that I'm predicting that we will see.
I would say either that you like was going to happen, or that you would hope would happen, or whatever the case may be.
Yeah, I think that 2017, no later, we will see a paid DLC for GTA 5 story mode come out. And
Really?
I think I think that GTA 6 is many, many years away because the GTA 5 online servers are just too active for them to move on to the next generation of the game. I think that they're putting all of their effort into GTA 5 online DLCs right now, which are free. But of course, anybody who's really gotten into GTA Online a lot knows that if you want to buy anything cool, you either have to spend hours upon hours in the game or you have to invest real world money to get your GTA monies to buy all the cool cars that are $1 million and $2 million and stuff like that.
You have to buy them? I thought you go and steal them.
Some of them you can't steal. They're too hot to modify when you steal them. So yeah, I think that it's making too much money still. GTA 5 Online is still making too much money, and the game still moves copies at $59.99. So rather than start on GTA 6, I think we're going to get a paid DLC for story mode, and I think that is going to be a precursor to, in later years, actual paid DLCs for online.
Interesting. Now, Tox, do you play GTA 5?
I do not.
And Kurok, do you?
I don't. I have the game on Xbox One. I played it a little bit, but I don't spend some time in there. I'm not playing on the online stuff. But I have heard of it, like enough about it that Linz is right when she says that they're making a ton of money with GTA Online. So I agree. There's really no reason for them to go on to the next one as of yet. And doing a paid DLC download would probably make the most sense. But it wouldn't surprise me if they've already started working on GTA 6. Like they probably already have that planned out and started.
Yeah, and I think when you have a series that has been as successful as GTA, development on the next one probably starts almost immediately after one drops.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
they're probably just waiting for a dip, right? Once that dip and then that trend starts to go down, then they'll be like, okay, now we gotta, a year or two from now.
It's all gonna be about the concurrent online players on GTA 5 when that drops.
The question I have is has GTA 5 done paid DLC so far? So the real landmark here, I completely agree with you on the whole aspect of GTA 6 is nowhere on the horizon for next year. I absolutely agree with you. But I find it curious because how long has GTA 5 been out now?
Oh gosh, quite a while. It came out on console before PC, and it's been on PC since.
I don't know the exact date. It's
like
probably been
a year and a half, 2 years.
No, it's easily into the 3 years.
So it's been this long. They've never done paid DLC before.
Probably more than 3 years.
But now 2017 is going to be the year of GTA 5 DLC.
Yeah, and I think it's because people are asking for new content in story mode, and people are asking basically for Grand Theft Auto 6. That's what the community is starting to want, those who were really invested in the campaign mode. But those who are playing GTA Online are still playing GTA Online.
September 17, 2013.
Yeah, they have in-game stuff you can buy, as you've noted.
Yes.
So
Yes.
I'm wondering how well this game's gonna do doing both DLC content as well as in-game purchase, and how that blends. I know the games out there have kind of done that, but
yeah.
interesting. All right, well I'm on board. I'll bite this one. Sure, I agree. You think? What do you think? She does a good job looking pretty. Just so you guys know, the reason why she doesn't comment a lot is because her speciality for gaming is primarily mobile gaming, and most of the mobile games she plays avidly are Disney-based mobile gaming, like Disney's, Farmville.
Could you make it sound any worse?
Disney's Candy Crush variant, etc. I just that's where your specialty is at.
Could you possibly make it sound any worse?
I play Candy Crush on this thing.
Oh, there you
I
go.
feel a little better now.
All right, Kirok.
Yes.
What's your stretch?
Okay. There's a company out there. The company is called Interactive Lifeforms. I'm waiting for this.
Interactive Lifeforms.
Yes. So they are.
Is this guy tied to teledildonics?
You could say that. Okay, so here's what I'm predicting. I'm predicting in 2017 you're gonna have a company, and I'm banking that it'll be this company. They actually make. Okay, hold on. I'm betting that they will create their prime or their flagship product in a VR compatible version or VR enabled version. So they make, oh God, flashlights.
Go on.
Was the first vowel in that an A or an E?
An E. It was an E. So this is why earlier I had said this is kind of fitting into what I was going to predict as a stretch for 2017. Just like Linz had mentioned, and this was an older podcast, it is porn that kind of pushes the envelope when it comes to new technology. We've seen it in VHS, we've seen it in Blu-ray. We're going to see it now in VR.
Yeah. So
going along that thought process, I think these guys are going to look at VR, and it wouldn't surprise me if they haven't already looked at VR and said, how can we make our product work for VR with VR? The experience would be so realistic and very satisfying. So I'm predicting that they will release a VR enabled flashlight. I got something floating around here. Yeah, I know it sounds terrible, but it's gonna happen. If it's not them, it's gonna be someone else.
I have to go to our expert on this and get her opinion. Liz?
I completely agree. I'm currently looking
He knows how
at
to respond before I even say her name. She knows what I'm talking about.
I've been doing some research here, and I'm already looking at the Fleshlight Launchpad, which is a fleshlight that attaches to your iPad so that you can watch porn. I mean, I don't know if that creates any kind of motion sickness or anything. I guess if you move yourself instead of moving
You say attached to an iPad. I'm thinking like the dildos that have the suction cup on the back of them. You just kind of stick it to the.
It's a legit fleshlight attached to an iPad.
Order placed.
No, Kirok, you're
record,
supposed to be the pleasant and polite Canadian. I'm supposed to be the belligerent asshole. You're ruining everything.
I did not order it.
Yeah, so I mean,
that existed. I didn't even know that existed.
They've stepped into this market with ease. I think I completely agree with Kirok.
Talks.
Yeah, is that my name?
Yeah. Do you agree or disagree? Are we going to see a VR compatible flashlight?
I'm going to vaguely agree.
Vaguely agree.
Oh, he's
I
a
might
polite
be too
Canadian.
specific company that makes a specific product, but I figured why not? Let's just go with it.
Well, like you said, apparently porn seems to drive the success of things.
Mm-hmm.
From what I've heard.
So in order for me to enjoy Fallout 4 on VR, I have to be into other guys spunking with VR.
What?
In order to enjoy
Just
Fallout.
because-
guys.
Just because one thing's porn doesn't mean
What?
everything's porn.
I'm sorry, why just guys?
No, yeah, why other guys?
Because only guys look at porn anyway.
What?
That's
Whoa.
Oh, I'm sorry. Do I have an old,
Come on.
outdated notion nowadays?
Come on.
Okay, let me check here.
There are
That
a
was a
lot
great
of
time.
How
I
often
was
have you watched porn personally, honey?
Probably not as much as you.
This would bring a
Ouch.
bring a whole new meaning to the words multiplayer.
You know that there's gonna be like at least like in a maybe like the 2017 end of year 2018 predictions. There's gonna be a picture of like there's going to be a divorce due to somebody cheating on his wife with a VR avatar.
Yeah.
Oh
It's
yeah.
probably gonna happen.
It's gonna happen. You're right. It's gonna happen.
And I'll save that for my 2018 prediction. Tox, what is your stretch prediction?
Minecraft's going full VR.
Minecraft is
Oh.
going full VR.
Bit of a stretch.
Now, when you
But
say full VR,
Like, with the handles and everything. But then again, like, I mean, Microsoft has a HoloLens, so...
I mean, you can kind of do
Yes.
VR now with Minecraft. You can also get
you
sicker than a
can.
dog.
There's a modded version, so it works with the Vive. I haven't tried it myself, but you can do it on Rift, but it's controller based,
Yeah.
which
Which is nice.
It's
So-
not the greatest way to play it.
So Tox is saying by 2017, we're going to have full proper controller use for VR with Minecraft.
Would it be cool?
That
Yeah,
would be
you know
cool.
what?
So
I-
am I still
I'm
going to
in
just
agreement with that.
am I going to just point to a block and click a button to mine it, or am I going to actually swing my hands to mine the block?
I'll bet you'll have to actually swing your hands.
I was gonna say I'm gonna
Go
go
like
with
we.
swing.
Like, oh, my kids will actually lose weight finally. The younger generation is not doomed to be fat. Woo! Linz?
I can get on board with that. Although I think that just like it is now, I think that you'll have the option of whether or not you want to swing or push a
Yeah.
button, because you know, I mean, we're always
I'm sorry.
gonna find a way for lazy people to continue to be lazy. So
Yeah.
know,
that's yeah.
I'm sorry. I hear Linz make the comment of have the option to swing, and I'm still stuck on the last conversation about
Oh yeah, I
VR
went there.
porn.
I totally went there.
So on a VR enabled fleshlight, would you be able to swing or push a button?
Hey, Linz, you're right. Every episode of the
I think
podcast, we're
most
talking
people would
about
not want
sex.
to use the button.
Sorry, having a little connectivity issues here. I can't quite-
Caroline, my dear.
You're breaking up. Hello. Hi.
Yeah.
No, going back to what Talk said, I believe you're bang on with that. I'll bet 2017 is going to be full VR for Minecraft.
That would be
Bang
awesome, but I still have the question and the curiosity about moving around in these worlds without the motion sickness that's involved with this. That would be the one thing I'm curious about. All right.
In the roof
No.
space.
Yeah.
I saw a demo one time of a like little it was like a ring that you could get into that would kind of
Yes.
break
Yeah.
yourself. Yeah, I
It's got
would
like a Teflon
love to
base
see
to it.
that.
That would
Yes.
be super cool.
That
I
would
would
be
love
awesome.
to see that come to the living room. And I feel like if you were actually moving your legs and walking, maybe that would help a little bit with that motion sickness of your brain saying, "Wait, you're not moving. You're not actually moving," thing.
I
Mhm.
honestly
What
wonder
about
about
the
that because
dead button in Insurgency where you actually lie down on the ground? That would be kind of hard. I think.
that would be awkward. Well, things to be sorted out.
Yeah.
My loving wife.
Uh-huh.
Do you have a stretch prediction? A far-fetched one?
I don't know how much of a prediction it is, but it falls under the category of things I'd like to see.
Okay.
So, I really like playing World of Warships.
Yeah.
And our boy really likes playing World of Tanks.
Yeah.
I would love to see crossover between the world of.
I could totally be on board. That
So, like, World of Planes with World of Ships, sort of.
yeah.
So
No,
the planes are firing at the ships.
sure. Cause
Yeah.
So the company
That would be
has three flagship games, which is World of Tanks, World of Planes, and then World of Warships, which are exactly as you see. They're tanks, they're planes, and then there's ships and sea. And I'd be very curious because that would be a dream for me. I don't know how you'd even go about it. Trying to mesh tanks with ships is hard to do, but to have kind of instead of just straight up battles that they have, having a game where you can have goals like you have to defend the beach and people are trying to load men onto the beach, having planes come out and actually do bombing runs on your ship instead of having the automation they have. I think that'd be neat. I'd love to see that. I agree with you on that. Will it happen next year? No, probably not, sadly. But
It would give them something to strive for.
there you go. Have any of you played World of Ships or Tanks or Planes?
Tanks. I've only played World of Tanks.
Come play
Just
ships
Fractured
with me.
Space.
I haven't played any of them, but I was about to say Fractured Space basically plays like World of Warships in spaceships. So
Oh, really?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it kind of
I
does.
used to
Yeah.
play that.
it definitely has that battle sim feel.
Yeah.
Okay.
I would love to see a little diversity in that, certainly. I love the game very much, so I agree with you.
Imagine having a crossover of Fractured Space and World of Tanks.
God. Actually, a special event they did some time ago, they actually had all the ships rescanned, a la Battleship Yamato, Japanese space ship. Kids, look it up. It's an old anime.
Oh.
Anyways, but all the ships were in space. Now it was just a reskinning, so you're still on a flat plane to play against. But all the ships, you can see the undersides of them. You can see the jets coming out. It was kind of cool. Anyways, so last but not least is me. So my stretch prediction is that before year's end for 2017, we are going to hear an announcement from at least one of the big two or some new big-time VR system that's going to announce Generation 2 of their VR system. And one of the crowning hallmarks of that is going to be that it's going to be wireless.
Yeah.
So we're either going to see Vive 2 or Oculus 2, and it's going to be a wireless system.
I
So
had
that's-
I was kind of tossing two predictions back and forth. That was my other one.
that's my stretch.
I can get on board with that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I could see that. I could see that happening.
It would almost
You know what
have
I
to.
just started wondering? That thing that you stand at the ring that you walk around in that we were talking about. I wonder
Yeah.
if even just having that, if you could plug your headset and everything into that would also solve the problem of cables running
Nice.
around too, wouldn't it?
Yeah,
If
I
you
mean,
were to have one of
well,
those.
if you're actually in place, then cables become somewhat irrelevant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Two solutions to the same problem kind of thing.
Yeah.
The thing I'm thinking is if one of the major ones does go wireless, I don't think they're going to do it lightly because you're involving the possibility of potentially ruining that product or that brand if it isn't done correctly, because
Yeah.
you're going to end up with people who are just sick left, right, and center.
oh yeah,
Right.
Yeah.
So if they're going to go wireless, they really have to commit to it, and they have to do testing and testing and testing to make sure that it is just as good as a cable.
yeah. No, I absolutely agree with you, and that's
Yeah.
I'm kind of curious because as we know, there's a third-party company that created a wireless device for the Vive that
Yeah.
sold like hotcakes and is just gone.
Yeah.
I haven't heard anything yet about people reporting regarding
Yeah.
its reliability, its connectivity, and so on. But it'll be interesting to see if the big boys can pull it off. And there's a little side thing I'm gonna slide in here too. This is gonna be kind of a bonus. I don't say bonus prediction, but kind of a query. Have any of you heard about Magic Leap's constant touting or foray into augmented reality?
I did remember seeing an article about Magic Leap, but I didn't really read through it, only because I passed it off as what's it called, Leap Motion. But I'm probably totally wrong on that.
Yeah, so Magic Leap got their feet wet with technology. They're the ones who created that little tiny black bar that you could put
Okay, so I
in
was
front
right.
of your
It's Leap
keyboard.
Motion.
Yeah, and it could see where your hands are in space. But they wanted to dive into AR. But back when they first started touting it, they were very futuristic ideas of like not having screens in front of your face to augment or a shield in front of your face like Microsoft, but to actually project the image into your eye to overlay on the real world. And it keeps getting touted. You keep hearing a little noise about it, but we haven't seen anything yet, at least from the wearable aspect. So
but you're talking about the new one, right? What you were just mentioning,
the actual AR
Leap Magic. Okay.
Yeah.
Because if they are the same company and they made Leap Motion,
Mm-hmm.
that's that little black box you were talking
Yep.
about. I have seen people modify their Oculus where they put it on there. There's actually you can find guides online, and then you can use your hands as controllers in the VR space.
Yeah, it's very impressive.
It's pretty cool, but I have seen, and it's kind of not perfect tracking, but still pretty amazing that you could use just your hands.
What am I thinking of with the glove? Is that Virtual Boy?
Oh, that's Power Glove from Nintendo.
Power Glove,
yeah.
The Power
the Power
Glove.
I remember that.
The Power Glove, not the worst thing Nintendo ever created, only because Virtual Boy.
That's Virtual Boy.
So
Somewhere. Yeah.
anyways, so there you go, guys. That is our predictions. So again, we've got our realistic predictions, our stretch goal predictions, and we'll hopefully, if we're still around next year, then we will review those, see how things go. To that end, though, I do want to take a moment to say a really big thank you to everybody who's been a part of BRG. Especially people who have helped out with the podcast, either by submitting topics, being on with me, and of course joining me full time to help out with things. It's been a whole lot of fun. We are a year into this now, and I'm ecstatic that it's something that we've been able to keep up and keep going. We have a lot of stuff coming in the future, a lot of new plans and new ideas we're really excited to dive into, so look forward to that. Big thank you to everybody tonight joining me to go over and have some fun with this. Again, my loving wife here, Carolyn, do you have anything going on in your life that's noteworthy?
No.
I do want to note that her little Leia cap that's crocheted, and my wonderful crochet creeper here, this is actually my wife's work. She loves to crochet, so I have a little creeper with the little feet on the bottom. It's really cute. See? But she does a lot of random arts and bits and whatnot. She does do posh stuff. So if you're ever curious, you can ping me and.
It's so good.
If you ever want some good quality, what's the term for
Pampering products.
pampering products?
Yes.
Personal pampering products.
This is not just a girl thing, guys. I have gotten a couple of different bar soaps and other things I've used, and they are magical. So, if you guys are curious about that, let us know, and I'll put you in touch with her. Lynn's my dear.
I can review about like half of the products that they have. So.
What's up with you, Lynn's? Doing anything? Being busy, possibly?
You know, BRG.
BRG.
BRG stuff. That's basically all that's going on right now. Everything that is going to come out on the Not Quite Nerds channel is basically a Bottle Rocket Gaming project. So just head over to Bottle Rocket Gaming and you'll figure out everything that you need to know.
So Liz is modest too. She is our CEO for Bottle Rocket Gaming. She took on the mantle. She's been doing an absolutely stellar job, kicking ass and taking names. And honestly, BRG would have gone under had it not been for you picking up the mantle, sweetie. So again, Thank you. And just so you guys, if you ever want to find out anything more about them, just look up NQN or Not Quite Nerds.
Yeah,
and
Not Quite Nerds everywhere. Twitter,
you'll find
YouTube.
them.
Yeah.
The horrible Facebook.
That's usually run by Lynn's.
Yeah.
And then there's ADDF Toxic.
Yo. I I don't know why I've been saying yo a lot.
Yo.
Yo.
I have a I tend to give myself way too many hobby projects. Some of them BRG related, some of them not quite BRG related. Maybe eventually you'll see them. And
Maybe.
Yeah.
Tox actually took over as our lead web
Yeah.
guy.
Yep.
So
awesome.
Yeah,
Turgo
web
has moved on with taking care of his second little spawnling and doing full-time stuff. So Tox has generously stepped in to pick up the mantle and keep the website moving along, among other things. So I do
Yes.
thank you for that. And Tox is not
When it decides
quite
to blow.
as easy to find because his YouTube channel isn't really ADDF Toxic.
Well, no, if you do youtube.com/ADDFtoxic, you'll find me.
Oh, so it does work that way.
Yeah.
Okay. And you'll find him here and there and everywhere. If he gives me links, I'll put them in the show notes if I remember to. You can find him that way. You also do music, right?
I do, yeah. I've been kind of working on an album for a while and kind of having a bit of trouble right now.
Having a bit of
but-
trouble. Creative or technical?
Creative and technical, mostly creative. But yeah, it's like it's definitely become one of those. Maybe I'll eventually get it finished,
And you,
but
you
I
have,
really
you
want to
have,
get it finished.
I forget what the name of the website is, but you have a place you upload a lot of your content to for music.
Jamendo.
Yes, that.
Yeah.
So you can
Yeah.
check out stuff there.
Yeah,
But
most of
my-
the stuff there, I really didn't know what I was doing, but
You
it
know,
was there.
I'll be honest with you though, Talks is I always appreciate those. I mean, I'll look at places that have are usually on what's the other popular music site people put stuff on. You're on
SoundCloud.
SoundCloud, thank you.
Yeah.
And I will find people that I'll hear a song from them. By sheer happenstance, go, wow, that is a really cool piece. And I'll go back and I'll find them on like SoundCloud, and I'll start listening to their stuff, and realize it's just like anything else. Their older stuff isn't quite as good. It's like anything
Yeah.
else. It's your starting point, and you see that progression, that polishment. So I'm sure it's probably the same for everybody.
Yeah, sure, Lynn's.
Thanks. I didn't want to interrupt.
Kirok, my friend,
Yes.
what you up to?
Not a whole lot.
Not a
Mainly
whole lot.
work and then doing podcasts with you, man. Playing when I can with Project Singularity, the guys that we're together in a gaming community, and then just prepping during the week and trying to get stuff together for the podcast that we are doing. I want to say thanks for letting me be a part of it. I really, really enjoy it. Thank you so much. It's so much fun.
It's gotten nothing but better since you got on board, man. So
Oh, thanks. I appreciate that.
I appreciate it.
Other than that, not much else. Like I have a HTC Vive. I got to start playing it. I got a feeling when my prediction next year comes true, I'll be playing it more often. But
Very
No, I'm just
confident.
kidding. No, I'm just joking. Oh my god. Parents, I'm just gonna say this because I have to say it. It's their 45th anniversary today, my parents. So tomorrow we're celebrating. It's gonna be a lot of fun. So yeah.
That's recording today.
Yeah. Oh, that's correct. Yes. Thank you. Recording.
It happened a few weeks ago, guys, but nevertheless, happy anniversary.
It's the only time
Happy
we can
belated
all get
anniversary.
together. Hey, Kirok, it was really good to see you on the 17th at 7 p.m. when we did the building game. It was great. It's
Yeah.
great that you came out and
It was a lot of fun. I know I slept
Oh.
through most of it.
Was that your first time playing the building game? I can't remember.
Yes, it was.
I feel a little under the bus here going on. A little obligation
Oh
being
my
made.
God.
You
It's
Right.
funny. It's funny
Recorded.
because No, but it's funny because when we mentioned that date and time, I did check, and I am working that day, or I worked that day. So
You guys are just totally ruining the idea here. It's the end of the year. We just had Christmas yesterday. We're all coming down from that.
So
I've
was
got
Santa
kids
good to
out
you?
of school driving me crazy right now.
Was Santa good
Why
to
are they
you?
not behind you?
And I got kid stuff for Christmas too, so.
What did you get for Christmas?
Wow.
some So anyways, guys,
This outro's going on forever.
as y'all know, I do the podcast primarily, and I do have my other channel. My gaming channel has been dormant. I apologize again. It's just been with everything else going on. It is what it is. I do have some content recorded that I'm going to put up on my other channel, which is mostly moto vlogging with a really, really, really shitty camera. But mostly it's just, I commute to work on my motorcycle. I have a camera for safety, and I start talking at it, so you can listen to my rants and jabberings in that regard. So check that
You
out.
don't rant. Like,
No.
hardly ever.
No, I really don't actually. I'm a pretty peaceful person.
Ranting in a different term of the word. That's the term.
And Tox is gonna lay off the alcohol and eggnog now.
I haven't really had a drink in like 3 years or something.
So Tox needs to start drinking apparently. All right. Hey guys, once again, thank you so very much. We've had a wonderful year this year, and we're looking forward to another great year doing the podcast. So I guess we'll see you next year. Bye.
Bye.
Ciao. Wait, hang on. Are we streaming this
No.
No.
once we start?
That was more of a reference to
will
whenever we're
never
playing
happen.
with Rumark.
We
Yeah.
can
Never?
never do this live.
Never?
No.
Live?
Challenge accepted.
Ow.
I repeat, I reserve the right to post anything.
I actually hit my tooth with the rim of the glass.
I heard it. See, Lynn's is all dainty with a straw. Does everybody have
Mine
their
suck.
exit buddies?
I got mine.
All right.
You sound healthy.
So after all this time, I'm fucking.
Save that for later.
Thank you, Beetlejuice.
Now that's sexy.
Are we ready?
Release the savage.
Yeah, no, this is called release all the phlegm from my being sick. Ricola! Yeah, so the difference between you guys and us, though,
Fahrenheit.
is that over my wife's head, it is a giant gaping 3.5 foot by 3.5 foot hole that just goes to the outside, and then there's another 6 foot by 6 foot hole on the other side. So it literally is sitting outside right now.
Well, hubby, finish your remodel.
Working on it.
See, that's what I
I
said.
would. I just keep getting nagged by this woman.
You don't answer me enough to use me as
All right. Let's go ahead and get into this. Since we're not going to be showing visuals of anything. We have to be entertaining on all our own. Ah, fuck, we're dead.